You gonna start this thing or what?
I thought you was gonna start.
You been starting them.
I thought you started the last one.
Do I need to start it? I mean, I thought that was your thing. I thought you were the host now.
All right. Well, welcome to Drinking with the Jenkins. I'm Delbert Jenkins, your host, Whitey Jenkins.
Hey.
So what do you got going on? What's going on with you?
Nothing.
What are we gonna do? What are you thinking? What are our plans?
I don't know. I mean, everything we do fails. I mean, why do anything? You know, who gives a shit?
Well, what if we reached out and got some help of some sort?
Like who could help us? I mean,
well, look, I know you're against any kind of professional help, but I've reached out to a guy that was willing to talk to us and kind of guide us in the right direction. He doesn't work for the county or the state. Would you be open to that?
I mean, he ain't in law enforcement, is he?
No, he doesn't work for the county or state or anything like that. He's like a doctor.
Well, I'm saying he's not a Fed, is what I'm saying. You said
no
state. You didn't cover all the bases.
No, he's not federal, county, state, federally, anything like that. Homeland Security.
What did he do? Where'd you find him?
Well, I looked him up, and then I emailed him and told him our situation, and he said he might be able to help. He does stuff like this. He does life coaching and kind of speaks to people. He's a world-renowned psychologist, pathologist, gynecologist, and he used to build homes for the habitats.
All right. Well, I mean, sounds like he might know what he's talking about. Go ahead and bring him on. I mean,
you know what? I'm glad you decided it. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Jim Jergens. Welcome to the program, Dr. Jergens.
Well, thank you, Delbert. It's nice to be here.
Nice to meet you, Dr. Jerkins.
So you see, Doc, where we're at right now is we've been trying to run our OWF Mud shows. Now, we didn't go about it the exact right ways. We might have set up in parking lots that we wasn't supposed to be in. We might have claimed that wrestlers were going to be there that wasn't going to be there. And maybe we knew they wasn't going to be there, stuff like that. But where we're at is we're busted. We don't got any money, and we're looking for our next big get. We tried selling fire extinguishers. Turns out, it's a felony if you take a bunch of fire extinguishers from a place.
We know now.
We found that out. But anyway, that's where we're at, Doc. And maybe you could talk to my cousin and I and kind of get us steered off in the right direction.
Well, it sounds like that you need to start from square root one, and I'll have a few questions to ask you. We'll start with you, Whitey. What do you like to do? Like, what's your thing here? Because
I'm like any other guy, man. I like to drink. I like to take pills. I like to smoke weed. I mean, just, common stuff. I like to watch wrestling. I like to go to the titty bar. Just guy stuff. You know what I mean? Just, what everybody likes to do. I'm Dr. Jerkins. I'm sure you love doing shit like that too. We all do,
Well, yes, of course. We all like to have fun on our off time. So, all right. Well, you guys sound like that you really messed up. And you're going to have to start all over.
Well, I mean, Delbert screwed up.
We need to figure out
Mud Show Mania. So if you can kind of set him straight,
I didn't exactly screw up Mud Show Mania.
We did a whole podcast about how you screwed up Mud Show Mania. It's pretty well documented at this point. If y'all didn't see, go back and watch last week's episode of Mud Show Mania. You can figure out where Delbert screwed all this up. And took him.
That is not what happened. I asked you about what your part of it, and you claimed that medium sexy Devin Nash saved the show. There was no show, Whitey.
And he did. And you're the one that booked Disco Leroy that turned out to be a diddler.
Well, nobody knew he was a diddler at the time.
Well, the cops sure as hell did, didn't they?
Well, they took him away like he was one.
I say them the people who filled out them warrants sure seem to know that old Disco Leroy was a diddler.
He really was. You remember when Chris Hansen was on that show and they catch people? I always liked when he would walk in the room. You know, the little fake girl would go upstairs and the guy would be downstairs with condoms and fireworks, and she'd be like, I'll be right back. And he'd be like, can't wait to kiss all over your body. And Chris Hansen would come in and be like, how'd you like to kiss all over my body, Frank?
I thought entrapment was illegal. How did they get away with that on that show?
It don't make no sense.
Anything ever happened like that to you, Dr. Jerkins? Have you ever been set up by Chris Hansen or anybody of that sort?
You ever sold your uncle's house to run a wrestling federation with your cousin?
No, I can't say that has ever happened to me.
Well, I mean, we all been there.
But,
don't get all uppity on us. I mean, we've all been there before.
You guys need some help, and I'm here to help you. We need to get on it. We need to get on to what you guys need to do to get yourself back on track.
All right, let's go. Let's go, Doc.
What do you suggest?
Fix us.
I think that guy should be a country rapper.
A country rapper?
Well, look at him. He looks like he can throw a few beats down and raps.
No, he can't even. He can barely form sentences. What the fuck are you talking about?
Now, wait a minute. Is this some kind of... Are y'all doing some weird setup thing on me? Like, how does Dr. Jerkins know? Like, I mean, not a lot of people know this. Only my closest friend, not even Delbert, knows this. But I've always secretly been a rap fan since way back in the day, since like Rapper's Delight. And I used to listen to Cool Mo D. I mean, you couldn't tell people where I was from. You couldn't tell people that you listened to Houdini and Cool Mo D and stuff like that because, you know, you'd get excommunicated out of the trailer park. But I've always liked that kind of stuff. And I tell you what now, Delbert, I don't know if you've been keeping up with this Jelly Roll guy, but that guy has blown up. He's becoming rich, and he's just like me. He's fat. He's got long hair. He's got facial hair. He's got tattoos. He's kind of a shitbag like me. You might be on to something there, Dr. Jim. I figured you was full of shit, and I wasn't going to pay attention to nothing you said, but you might be on to something, brother.
What the actual fuck is going on right now? I don't know nothing about Kool-Aid D or Jell-O mold. What the fuck are you talking about?
That's because you was too busy listening to Waylon Jennings and Hank Williams Jr. and all them. And I got love for Hank Williams Jr., but I mean, I also used to listen to, you know, I'm thinking, you know, like I used to listen to Run DMC. I listened to LL Cool J and the gang. All of them guys. The Digital Undergrounds, that Humpty Hump dance. Did you ever do the Humpty Hump dance, Dr. Jim?
See, no.
He knows what's up.
Yes, sir, I have.
Man, this might blow up, Delbert. This might be my ticket out of the trailer park. You know what I mean?
This is literally the stupidest thing you've ever come up with.
Listen, I don't usually admit or talk about the time that I went away, but the last time I was away, my roommate in college, when I went away to college for a while, he was a rapper. He was one of them African-American guys, and he was a rapper. And we used to sit around and come up with beats and come up with rhymes, and it was pretty dope, Delbert. I mean, you know what I mean? I come up with some pretty fresh, dope-ass beats in there. But I didn't tell you because I knew you'd make fun of me because you'd be like, oh, Whitey, you know, rapping's dumb and it's for all them coloreds. But you know what? This might be our ticket out. I'll be Wheezy Jeezy, and you can be DJ Deli Dale. You can.
I'm not. What the fuck? I'm not going to be DJ Deli Dale. You're not going to be Wheezy Jenkins. Listen, you don't play any instruments. I've never heard you rap.
You tell me one rapper on earth that plays an instrument, Dr. Jim. Have you ever seen a rapper play an instrument? No, you haven't. Delbert, when have you seen? How many rappers have you seen play a guitar? Or did you ever see? Did you ever see Ice Cube play a saxophone? No.
Who the fuck is Ice Cube?
He was in Friday. Don't act like you ain't never seen Friday, Delbert. The two black guys sitting on the porch all day.
Oh yeah, I remember that
Got
one.
fired on his day off, just like you did that time.
Well, that wasn't my fault though.
Yeah, nothing's ever your fault, is it? Why are you shitting on my dreams, Delbert?
It just seems like a stupid dream. Why can't we just go back to lifting wheelchairs like we used to?
My back's getting bad, man. I can't be lifting stuff.
And so now we're going to be rappers.
Yeah. I'll do the rapping. You do the DJing. You scratch the records and... See, he was feeling that. Dr. Jim was getting in there.
No.
See his head bobbing?
No, and I'm starting to think this guy's not even a real fucking doctor.
Don't you dare disparage the good goddamn name of Dr. Jim Jerkins, boy. He is world-renowned psychologist, psychiatrist, psychiatrist, gynecologist, and he does some archaeology on the side, and he is a licensed aromatherapist, and he works at the CBD vape store on the corner of 5th and Main Street. Boom, there it is.
I'm just saying. He said literally 4 words, and now we're going to change everything. We're going to abandon OWL, and we're going to be country rappers. What the fuck is a country rapper?
It's a rapper from the country. It's pretty obvious. I don't. Why do we have to explain everything, you to Delbert? What else would a country rapper be but a rapper from the country? I mean, come on. Well, I don't understand. You brought him on to help. The man managed to say 4 words and has changed my life. He's helped me find my dream. And you're mad? What? Because it's not your dream? You ain't always dreamed to be a DJ? You ain't always dreamed to get on the...
No. And you know, ever since we was little kids, our dream's always been to own a titty bar laundromat.
I know, but once we get this rap thing going, man, if we can blow up like that Jelly Roll dude, or like them Postus Malones or something, we can open all the titty bar laundromats we've ever wanted. We can do all that. We can have money to do all that. We'll have women flocking to us. We can get the biggest trailer in the trailer park, son.
Let's just run another wrestling show.
Why? So you can screw it up like you did Mud Show Mania? What pervert will you book for this one, huh?
What
diddling-ass pervert would you book for this one?
I didn't book him. You were in charge of the booking.
No, you booked it. Don't you dare insinuate I booked Disco Leroy. I ain't spoke to Disco Leroy since 1997, and he knows why, that son of a bitch.
You booked him. You booked Juicy Booty. It didn't show up.
I ain't never booked... How dare you insinuate that I booked Disco Leroy? Me and Disco Leroy had a major falling out. You know, when he touched our niece that time at that one show, I punched him in the mouth and told him I better not see him again. And then you go and book him for Mud Show Mania. Said he's reformed, Whitey. He ain't touched a kid in 6 months, Whitey.
Our niece was 27 years old. She has 8 kids.
He didn't know that. She looked a lot younger than that.
Oh, my God. This has been a complete waste of time, Whitey.
Why are you trying to ruin my dreams? This could be the answer to all of them.
Nobody's shitting on your dreams, but this has been a complete waste of time.
Dr.
We were looking...
You're a psychiatrist. You understand the psychological of things. Help us, me and the viewers, help us understand what's going on with Delbert right now. Why does he always want to squash my dreams? Why is he trying to ruin this?
Well, because he's not secure with himself. He needs to find himself. Delbert, where do you see yourself? Can you see yourself as a sidekick to this man, making some money to grab your dreams? Tell me, Delbert.
What do you mean I'm not secure? You saying something's wrong with my junk?
Well, you need to try it. You're not being secure with yourself.
This is idiocracy.
I think what he's trying to say, Delbert, you're gay.
I'm not. That's what you took from that?
I mean, isn't that the root of all psychology? Is if you ain't acting right, you're either secretly gay or you're in love with your mother. But your mother was actually a man, so technically that would make you gay.
So because I disagree with you, now I'm gay.
Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's 2023.
Oh my God.
You can be gay. There's nothing wrong with that, Delbert. I mean, he can have a whole nother session with you off the air to address that. But I mean, that's cool. I don't judge you. You're still my cousin, even if you go that way. I don't judge you for that. And there's a time that I would have. I've grown. Not only am I going to be a country rapper, a highly successful country rapper, but I'm now accepting of your lifestyle, other people's lifestyles. I'm growing as a person. Why won't you come with me? Why won't you grow as a person too, Delbert?
You know what?
You know how much dick you'd get as a DJ?
That's all the time we got. This has been Drinking with the Jenkins. Waddy's out of his goddamn mind. We'll see you next week.